President Trump, or former President Trump, as I should say, even though he's out of office, he still making news, and this one is interesting. Let me tell you about it, and then I'll break it down for you. This is in The Hill. They say, the Republican National Committee will hold part of its spring donors retreat next month at former President Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago club. The retreat, which is scheduled to run from April 9th to 11th, is expected to draw some of the GOP's biggest donors to Palm Beach, Florida, and will feature a speech by Trump, who continues to retain his grip on the party. Most of the gathering will take place at a nearby luxury hotel, but the RNC plans to hold a Saturday evening dinner at Mar-a-Lago to accommodate Trump. The plan to hold a portion of the donors' retreat at Trump's private club was first reported on Monday by the Washington Post. A person familiar with the plans confirmed the move to The Hill. Okay, so why is he doing this? Well, if you remember a story we covered last week, or we covered the last show, I should say, apparently Trump sent a cease and desist letter to the RNC because the RNC was using what's called his likeness. So they were using his name or his picture or whatever to try to get donations from Republican voters, from average Joes and Janes. Trump sent a cease and desist letter to them and said, I didn't say you could use my likeness. Stop using my likeness. Because he's mad that some members of the Republican Party, Liz Cheney, those types, are against him and supported impeachment. And so he wants to purge the party of the rhinos, as he says. He's also trying to redirect donations. He sent out a fundraising letter saying, don't give to the Republican Party, give to me and my PAC. And I'll show you which Republicans are the good ones and which ones are the bad ones. So definitely going to make a lot of money out of this. That's the first point. But the second point is there was definitely a phone call between Trump and the RNC. And there had to be some sort of an agreement where he said, oh, you want to use my likeness? Interesting. Well, and I'm sorry, but you're going to have to pay the piper. So how did he go about that? Well, he's having official RNC events with the biggest donors at Mar-a-Lago. So he gets the money from the donors going into his business and from the RNC going into his business, but then also now he's got a direct line of communication with the donors and he's the speaker. So you see what he's doing here? He's using his name and his power, and he's leveraging that to get stuff from the RNC, get stuff from the top Republican donors. Like I said, that is an amazing move that he made where he was like, don't give to Republicans, just give it to me. Here, give it to my PAC, and we'll determine. I'll tell you which ones are the good ones and which ones are the bad ones. Brazen, man. Really brazen. So Trump is making moves behind the scenes. And here's the thing, though. It's difficult to tell which things he's doing that are just solely for monetary financial gain. There's some things he's doing that's just like, I want to make money and I'm going to do certain things to make money. And then there's other things he's doing where, you think, oh, he's definitely running again in 2024. And so he's trying to get things in order to run in 2024. And beyond him running, he wants to sort of purge the Republican Party of the anti-Trump Republicans. Now, I don't know what to make of this from a politics perspective, though, because now the conventional wisdom is Trump lost the White House and he'd lose again if he ran again. And the Trump-like candidates don't do well in the suburbs, and the Republicans kind of need the suburbs in order to maintain a hold on power or a majority in D.C. So there's a few different ways to view this. The other way to view it is like, well, it's not like the establishment Republicans would do better than the Trump-like Republicans, so maybe the Trump-like Republicans are their only hope. So I don't know about the political angle of this, but what I do know is Trump is making money, and Trump is trying to position himself where if he runs in 2024, he's the main guy. And he's already repeatedly bitch-slapped the RNC and gotten them to fall in line. And so there is a line of communication open behind the scenes, and he's getting his way.